Good morning. Welcome to Yoga by Beka. Today is day 5 of our 30-day yoga challenge, where we're trying to do yoga every single day to build good, healthy habits and consistency. This is for complete beginners, so if you want to try to get into shape for the 2025 year, let's meet on our mat. You can start out in hero's pose, where you're sitting on your heels, or crisscross applesauce. Breathe deeply in and out and slowly reach your left arm over towards the right side to open up that side body. Hands back to center. And then extend your left arm down and reach your right hand up and over your head towards the right side. Opening up and creating length along the right side of your body. Get back into neutral position. Widen your knees and slowly walk your hands in front of you so that you're in child's pose. Stretching as far as you can, lengthening the spine. Slowly roll your forehead left and right against the mat, and when ready, transition into tabletop position. Your wrists should be underneath your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Breathe deeply in and do a cat-cow variations, dipping the stomach down towards the mat and then pulling the back up towards the ceiling. Rotating the shoulders. Sit back on your heels and then do cat position, but move your body over the wrists. Doing cat-cow, but also kind of moving yourself forward and backwards. Get into neutral position. Shift forwards and backwards. Around in a circle, first one direction and then in another to really warm up the wrists. Point your fingers to the outside of the mat and rock gently from side to side. Point your fingers towards your knees and rock back and forth. Rotate your wrists together, clasp them in a fist, and just sort of warm your hands up. Slowly get into a crisscross applesauce, but then put your feet in front of you, hands high in the sky, and twist to the right, your right arm going behind you. Breathe in, hands high in the sky, twist to the left, exhale and lower the arms down. Breathe in, arms high in the sky, back to center, and do a sitting forward fold, hinging from the hips. But our focus is not to reach our feet. It's to hinge from the hips and feel that deep connection. Take your hips and now walk them forward and backwards. Then get in a sitting position. Lift the feet up to where they're parallel to the ground, opening the palms face up. This is boat pose. Slowly try to straighten the legs, finding your balance, igniting your core muscles. Extend down into low boat. Pull yourself back up into boat position again. Exhale and lower down into low boat. Shoulder blades should not touch the mat. Pull yourself back up into boat position again. And just for funsies, grab your feet in the center in butterfly position and extend the legs out. Let's play contortionist for a brief moment. Grab your big toes, extend them out again, Put them back together. And then lower your feet down. Extend your feet wide into a center straddle. And kind of just get a little movement left and right, sliding the hands down the shins. And then when ready, walk your hands in front of you to get a nice center stretch. If this is your first session of the day, no need to try to pancake your chest flat to the floor. Just do whatever feels good for your body. We're going to be gentle today. Walk your hands back up and then sit upright and let's do butterfly, opening up those hip flexors. Bounce the knees gently. Place your knees together, swing them around behind you, and get back into tabletop position. Extend the legs straight out into plank position. And let's take a few moments to just do some shoulder taps. Focus on your core, keeping you solid. Slowly lower down chaturanga. Lift your chest up into cobra. And then slowly lower back down. Elbows under shoulders, lift the chest up into Sphinx pose. You'll feel this in the very small lower back. Then extend up into plank position. And let's do some knees to shoulders. Experimenting with balance and body movement. Tuck the chin and transition back into downward facing dog. Spend a little time here breathing deeply in and out. Lift the right leg high in the sky into three-legged dog. Stack the hips, bend the knee. Get up on your left toes and pull that knee in through the center and step it through your feet, turning your left foot out to the side. Lift up into Warrior Two position. Because we're beginners, you don't have to be perfect. Lean forward slightly, flip that front hand up, and then pull it up over your head, leaning back. Keeping your legs strong, then windmill your arms down with your right arm on your right knee. Left arm goes way overhead, getting a lengthening in the side body. Lower that right hand down by your foot, and then straighten your front leg. Pulling the hips back towards the left foot a bit. Then slowly rebend that right leg, flip over to face the front of the mat. And now let's get into lizard lunge. Lowering down onto your elbows. Lift up that left knee and sort of rock back and forth. Let both feet go now behind you back into plank position. Rock forward slightly, lowering yourself down, chaturanga. Lift up into cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck your chin and transition back into downward facing dog. Pushing your chest to be a little bit closer towards the tops of your thighs. Lift your left leg up high in the sky into three-legged dog. Stack the hips and bend that leg. Get up on your right toes and then pull your left knee up towards the front. Let it sit down in between your hands. Bend that knee. Windmill your arms up and over into Warrior Two position. Look over towards your left fingertips across your middle finger to the front. Lean forward slightly. Flip that front hand to touch and look towards the sky and put it up and over your head, bending over. Now windmill yourself to the front, lowering your left elbow on top of your left knee and reaching far up and over with your right hand, creating length in the side. Lower your left hand down by your foot, looking up at your hand, and straighten that leg, that front leg, getting a deeper stretch. Let your hand now go to the ground, face the front, and lower yourself down into lizard lunge on this other side. You can lower your knee down a bit, then lift it up and find some movement, rocking back and forth, maybe even bouncing a bit, opening up those legs. Lift back up, feet go to the behind you, you're in plank position. Rock forward slightly and lower yourself down, chaturanga. Lift your top of your body up in cobra. Lower back down, and then put your hands in front of you into Sphinx pose with your elbows directly underneath your shoulders, lifting up the chest. Try to roll your shoulders wide and back behind you, feeling a compression in the very low spine. Lift your body up into tabletop and then all the way back, sitting back on your heels into child's pose again, with the trunk of your body falling between your knees. Now let's put that right foot bent, the right leg in front of you into laying pigeon pose. Keep your foot flexed to protect the knee. Slowly lower your face down to the mat, deepening the stretch. Then lift slowly back up, using your arms to push you up. Swing your left leg around to where your ankle's on the outside of your right knee, and then turn around in a spinal twist, placing that left arm behind you. Right elbow goes on the outside of your left knee, deepening the twist. Now let's reposition and put our left leg in front of us now, bent in front of us, laying down on it in laying down pigeon pose. Slowly lower your chest over that leg, getting a deep stretch in your hips. Then lift your body up by straightening your elbows. Swing your right foot around to place your right foot on the outside of your left knee. Knee is bent. Place your left elbow on the outside of that right knee and twist and look behind you while lengthening your spine through the crown of your head into a nice spinal twist to keep the back nice and healthy. Release and extend the legs in front of you. Forward fold, resting your head on your shins or your knees, however your body allows, no forcing. Then slowly lift up. Let's sit in a crisscross applesauce style and end this practice with some meditation. Notice the way your body feels. This is a very short practice today, very easy and simple the way we like it. Congratulate yourself on taking the time to get on the mat. Rub your hands slowly together, hands at heart center in prayer position. Thank you so much. Have a great day.